Lamine Yamal is the chosen one, so can he survive the club that seems to be designed to ruin players' careers? Manchester United. Well, fortunately, Football Manager 26 has come out, so we can test this hypothesis. I've moved Lamine Yamal to Manchester United, and I've arranged a transfer for him back to Barcelona in 2100. Well, he's not going anywhere anytime soon, so time to settle in, get comfortable, and figure out how to throw a giant 18th birthday party in Manchester. Will he be able to achieve the great heights he seems to be destined for? Or will he just become another Manchester United player? The first match, there he is on the field against Arsenal, just wandering around. He hasn't scored 10 goals yet. I think we can just go ahead and call this one a failure. Maybe we can pack it up, go home early. Pass it to him, please. Pass him the ball. It's not even a Manchester United highlight, is it? It is. It isn't. It isn't. Well, that's a hot start. What did that take? 4 minutes? They're already losing. Oh, beautiful little combo there. Oh, that's not a good clearance. Okay. Hey! Well, 18 minutes into the Lamine Yamal era, and they're down 2-0. Ooh, yeah. We're just going to pretend that was all Lamine Yamal. Genius. At least they're not out of the game yet. I haven't even seen the star boy get on the ball yet, and they've managed to bring it back to 2-2. Maybe we spoke too soon on that Lamine Yamal era thing. Now they get a penalty. Lamine Yamal's not taking this? Come on. You get gifted, like the best wonder kid you could possibly have, and okay, well, he scored it. I mean, fair. Oh, boy. Oh, they barely had the lead. They've blown it. I mean, Lamine Yamal's playing no defense here. He's allowed 3 goals, so what does he even do? Nothing, apparently. Leave it to Harry. Leave it to Harry. Leave it to Harry. Why am I doing this with Lamine Yamal? I should be taking Harry Maguire and putting him around on different teams. But the Lamine Yamal era is off to a win against Arsenal, which is not a bad way to get started. And that momentum would carry over. If a little bit. Because by January, Manchester United will be riding high. In 5th place, just 1 point out of a 2nd place occupied by Aston Villa. But for Lamine Yamal, success wasn't that easy to find. You see, he's averaging at this point just a 6.73 match rating with 4 goals and 4 assists in 17 matches. Located amongst such fine company as John McGinn, John Arias, and Danny Welbeck. Throughout the rest of the season, Manchester United would stay cemented in 5th place, clinching a 5th place finish, which, all things considered, it's a pretty good start to the Lamine Yamal era. I mean, it was a solid first season, 10 goals, 8 assists, 6.85 rating for Lamine Yamal. I mean, after all, the kid's playing his year 18 season, it's gonna be up from there, right? Well, Manchester United would finish 6th in the Premier League the 2nd season of the Lamine Yamal era, albeit he did have some serious company with Vinicius Jr. having joined Manchester City. It was 190 million, by the way. But as you can see, Lamine Yamal took the crown for the best assister in the Premier League this season. And after a 1-year hiatus, Lamine Yamal returned as the winner of the Next Gen Award, finishing ahead of Konstantinos Karetsas and Rodrigo Mora. In case you were wondering, he lost it to Giovanni Quinda, who is a fantastic player, and also was not eligible this year. At just 19, Lamine Yamal has already broken the assist record for Manchester United in a season with 22 in all competitions and been named the Supporters Player of the Year on the team. So only up from here. But then Manchester United gets a hold of Lamine Yamal. It goes from maybe it might be going well to burn it all down. What are they doing down there? Oh no. Oh, show me next year. It'll be better. Oh no. Oh no. Near relegation. They avoided relegation on goal difference. Goal difference. Please, the humanity. I mean, Lamine Yamal can't leave. I've trapped him on this team. What is happening? What have I done? I've ruined it. What have I done? What's happened to them? He still doesn't have a top 4 finish in his entire Manchester United career. It hasn't happened once. I mean, this is just a waking nightmare. Year after year. They continue and continue. Well, are they back? No, they're not. They're not back. It would be a decade of futility for Manchester United with Lamine Yamal. Finally, in 2035, Manchester United manages a top 4 finish with their generational talent. 2035, and they squeaked it by 5 points over Chelsea, while Tottenham, Arsenal, and Liverpool are just playing keep away with the league title. Despite all this league failure, some success was bubbling under the surface. And that glimmer of hope was surprise shirts, which allows you to pick your football manager save with a surprise shirt. If you open your surprise shirt box, a card and a jersey will fall out. The card will tell you what team you got. I don't need to read that because my ball knowledge is superior, so I can just go ahead and open the actual shirt and see that it's Coventry City. Away kit. They've also agreed to extend their Black Friday deals just for you. Use code ZE15 to get 15% off one box order, or if you sign up for their subscription service, you can use code ZE30 to get 30% off. And you'll be able to walk around blinding everybody with this orange. It's the perfect Christmas gift. You'll look like Rudolph. Just kidding. I love you. But now that we've set Manchester United's Lamine Yamal up with a wonderful set of surprise shirts, there's a feeling that this could have been so much different. And that feeling comes from the 2028 season, where while masterminding an absolutely disastrous league performance, Manchester United managed to kind of shithouse a run to the Europa League final. I know what you're thinking. Again? In the league phase, they squeaked the last spot to get an automatic trip to the last 16 by getting 16 points and 3 more goal difference than Everton. So shout out Everton, first of all. In that round of 16, they matched up with Union Berlin, a surprise European team out of the Bundesliga, and beat them up 4-1 before playing in the quarterfinal against unknown Portuguese side Torrense. Remember, this is only in 2028. We're not that far in the future yet. This is like 3 years from now. Torrense, a team, by the way, in real life, that's not even in the Portuguese first division at the moment. In the Europa League quarterfinal is crazy. And in the semifinal, they played another team from Portugal who's not part of Portugal's big three. They played Braga in the semis. They nearly met Everton. Also, Everton got to the semis and lost to Juventus. And then, after the absolute utter cakewalk of a knockout run that they had, lost 1-0 in the final. Lamine Yamal was second on the team in match rating with a 6.8 behind Marcus Rashford's 7.1, but it obviously wasn't enough to keep them from getting FM'd. They actually were the better team. When it came to the cups, Lamine Yamal was able to lead Manchester United to success. An FA Cup victory in the 2033 season meant it only took him 8 years to win a trophy at all. And it really wasn't him. He dropped to 6.4 in the final. Yeah, I hate to be a hater. Then the next year, they won it again. They won the FA Cup in back-to-back seasons. And guess who scored the goal? That's right, Rashford. Now, it's Lamine Yamal. Oh, here they are. Carranzas. And it's Lamine Yamal, the number 7 for Manchester United. Unbelievable. In fact, the only thing that stopped Manchester United from winning 3 straight FA Cups was a big-time second-half comeback in a finals rematch by Tottenham the following year. And look, I don't want to be that guy, but Lamine Yamal had a 6.0. Again, I don't want to be that guy. But it's clear that this momentum in the FA Cup was obviously bleeding over to the league. And then it finally happened. Manchester United, with a truly ridiculously low 80 points, won the Premier League for the first time in Lamine Yamal's storied career. This was something of a Lifetime Achievement Award, because even though 10 Manchester United players made the top 100 for average rating in the Premier League for this season, Lamine Yamal was not one of them. He's still, of course, a very good player, and he did play an important role over the course of the season. He had 17 goal contributions and 33 Premier League appearances, but he obviously wasn't the outright superstar that carried them there. He also played well in the Champions League, making it to the round of 16 after beating Bayern in the playoff round and losing to Liverpool on penalties. This is clearly a Manchester United team that's taken a giant step forward, with Lamine Yamal being part of a larger, talented team. But at 28 years old, there's a feeling maybe that his star was just fading a little bit. Also, I know, in 2036, Lamine Yamal will be 28 years old, which is still younger than me, and I have a problem with that. The following season, Manchester United would return to 4th place, ceding the top of the league to a rampant Tottenham that picked up yet another league title. Lamine Yamal played a significant amount of striker instead of winger in order to accommodate the talent on the rest of the team, and he scored 13 more goals in the process. The following year, Manchester United stayed in the top 4 and actually finished second, this time behind Arsenal, with 75 points delivered. And Lamine Yamal, despite crossing the Rubicon to being 30 years old, produced 14 goals goals and 5 assists, and still played regularly with 28 Premier League appearances. But he dropped to 6.59 in the Champions League. And they did lose to Ipswich Town in the quarterfinal, because welcome to 2038. The Tractor Boys that tractor's got a jet engine strapped to the back of it. In 2039, Manchester United was the bridesmaid again, with a 78-point second-place performance holding off Fulham and Newcastle, but finishing in the Champions League spots yet again. It's an era of consistent high-level performance from Manchester United that certainly up to this point had not been found. In his age 31 season, Lamine Yamal kept going strong. He played 35 matches and scored 14 goals with 6 assists. And at this point with Manchester United, he was sitting on 178 goals, 82 assists, and a really remarkable 460 matches played. Well, he hadn't put together a Ballon d'Or winning type performance in any one season. He'd been consistently a great player for them, closing in on the really remarkable feat of scoring at least 13 goals in every season from 2031 to 2039. And Manchester United would finally break through in the following season, giving Lamine Yamal his second and his last Premier League medal. With just 75 points, Manchester United edged out Arsenal for a championship by 8 goal difference. Lamine Yamal's streak of at least 13 goals in 8 straight seasons came to an end when he scored 12 goals in this season, but with 28 appearances, all starts, he was still an important part of the team. And that would continue for just one more season. As Manchester United fell out of the top 3 altogether, he produced another 12-goal, 7-assist performance, and then the following year, you see the precipitous drop-off. Just 1 goal in the 2042 season, only 17 league appearances in 2043, and a final massive swan song with 35 appearances in 2034. 44. Definitely 44. And that was in his age 36 season. And perhaps most entertainingly, they finished second in the league that year, so he nearly grabbed a final league trophy. But after that, Lamine Yamal's career ceremoniously came to an end. After a painfully slow start to his career at Manchester United, largely out of the spotlight, keeping Manchester United afloat, he would end his career with 2 Premier League titles, 2 FA Cup titles, and 2 Carabao Cup titles from the 38 and 39 seasons. He did win FIFA Under-21's Best Men's Footballer in 2027, as well as the Next Gen Award, but he ended up being just an extremely good player that demonstrated a remarkable consistency in his output, with the individual peak being shortlisted for FIFA Best Men's Player of the Year in 2038. So there's 2 takeaways from this. 1, if you're Manchester United, you need to sign this guy immediately or you are going to get relegated. And 2, if you're Lamine Yamal, you probably shouldn't say yes because, well, you're probably going to win more if you stay where you are.